Hello dear students, I am Surendra Jain, Master Teacher of Mathematics in Vedantu. In this session, I am discussing High Weightage Test 4 most incorrect questions done by students. Before I go to these questions, I would like to talk about few important concepts that you must know before you solve these questions. So the very first concept is maximum minimum value of a quadratic expression. Okay, so if you are given y equal to ax square plus bx plus c, we know the graph of this will be upward parabola or downward parabola depending upon a positive or a negative. Now the important thing that you must know is the minimum value occur at minus b upon 2a. Maximum value also occur at minus b upon 2a. And if you can remember it, the value is minus d upon 4a and here also minus d upon 4a. If x is from minus infinity to plus infinity, in this case maximum value will go to infinity, in this case minimum value will go to minus infinity. But if your x is range bound like minus 2 to minus 4 or something like that, in that case you have to check that this range minus 2 to minus 4 will fit into which part of this graph. Depending upon that, you can comment when will be the maximum value, when will be the minimum value. Okay, so that is one thing. The second thing is cos 2 theta formula. One very simple result, everybody should remember it. Cos theta to cos square theta to sin square theta to tan square theta. For cos 2 theta, we are having multiple formulas. Okay, but many times we need cos 2 theta to be converted only in terms of cos. So we use this result. Sometimes we need to convert this only in terms of sine. So we use this result, 1 minus 2 sin square theta. And if we need to convert into only tan, it is 1 minus tan square theta upon 1 plus tan square theta. Okay, in fact from this, if we use, we can write cos square theta as 1 plus cos 2 theta by 2, and that's a very important result, dear students. Many students gets confused that how it is, but if you are confused, I will strongly recommend that you must remember it. Similarly, tan square theta also can be written in terms of cos 2 theta. Tan square theta will be, I think, 1 minus cos 2 theta upon 1 plus cos 2 theta. Okay. Then sin square a minus sin square b formula. Dear students, sin square a minus sin square b, you can also write this as cos square b minus cos square a. And this is actually equal to sine of a plus b into sine of a minus b. There are many other results, but whatever results I have found relevant to these questions, I have taken them here. And similarly, cos square a, I think I have written it slightly wrong. So this is already taken care of. Cos square a minus sine square b. So cos square a minus sine square b would be cos a plus b into cos of a minus b. This can also be written as cos square b minus sine square a. Please listen carefully. In this formula of cos a plus b into cos a minus b, both cos and sine are coming. Cos is coming before, sine is coming later. Whereas in case of sine a plus b, sine a minus b, either sine is there or cos is there. You can check the angle. When sine a plus b, sine a minus b is there, in case of sine square, a is written first, but in case of cos square b is written first. So this is something that you must remember. Now fourth thing, range of trigonometric functions. I think we all know it. If you do not, just make it clear that you know these results. Cos theta, sin theta. Okay, if you make square for both of them, it becomes from 0 to 1. Sin tan theta, cot theta, their range is from minus infinity to plus infinity for both of them. If you square them, the value will be minimum 0, maximum can go till infinity. In case of secant and cosecant, they are reciprocal of sine and cos. Both of them, the range is from minus infinity to minus 1 and union 1 to infinity. But if you square it, you get the value only from 1 to infinity, because negative values cannot come. Now one more result that is very useful, that when angles are in AP and these angles are with cos or with sine, these both formulas are very similar to each other. In case of cos, it will be in the denominator sine d by 2. In case of sine also, it will be sine d by 2. Okay, d is the common difference of the angles, those are in AP. In numerator, it will be sine n d by 2 in case of cos. In case of sine also, it will be sine n d by 2. So you can see there is no difference as of now, but there is a difference after that. If it is the formula of cos, then it will be cos of arithmetic mean of first angle and the last angle. So first angle A plus the last angle divided by 2. Okay, so let me just, yeah. So I can write this as cos of A plus n minus 1 into d by 2. Is it visible? Yeah. First angle plus last angle by 2, mean of that thing. In case of sine, it will be sine, same thing, A plus n minus 1 into d by 2. Okay, so these are the results that I will expect you know before solving these questions, which I am going to discuss now. So we are given first question, fx is equal to 8 sine power 4 plus cos power 4x, and we have to find the range of fx. Okay, now in this case, what we can do, we can write either sine in terms of cos or cos in terms of sine. So 8 sine power 4x plus this will be 1 minus sine square x whole square. Okay, 8 sine power 4 plus cos power 4 sine square, sorry, cos square I have written 1 minus sine square and then whole square. If you simplify it, you will be getting 9 sine power 4x minus 2 sine square x here and then plus 1. Okay, so the entire thing is actually a quadratic in terms of sine square, you can check, minus 2t plus 1. T is actually sine square x. Okay, now as I was telling you, the range of quadratic expression, maximum minimum value, this is actually upward parabola. This is actually upward parabola whose minimum value will occur at 1 upon 9, because minus b upon 2a. So minimum value will occur at 1 upon 9. Now sine square x, as you know, it ranges from 0 to 1. 0 to 1. Now if it is 0 to 1, you can see this interval 0 to 1 for this graph will be from this 0 to 1. And this graph is actually symmetrical about this 1 by 9. So 0 is closer, 1 is farther. So you can see maximum value will come at here and minimum value will come at this point. So for maximum, you just need to put sine square x or t as 1. So 9 minus 2, 7 plus 1, 8. So this value at 1 will be 8 and 8 will be the maximum of this function. So you can say this b will be equal to 8. Now to find a, that is minimum value, we need to put 1 upon 9 in this thing. Okay, if you put 1 upon 9, you will be getting 9 into 1 upon 81 minus 2 upon 9 plus 1. So this becomes 1 upon 9 minus 1 upon 9, 1 upon 9 minus 2 upon 9, so minus 1 upon 9, finally 8 upon 9. So this becomes the minimum value, that means a is equal to 8 upon 9. Dear students, I told you the minimum value is also given by minus d upon 4a, if you remember at this point. D means it should be b square minus 4ac discriminant upon 4a. That way also you can find. The value of b is 2. So 2 into 2, 4. 4 minus 36. So minus 32 will be here upon 4 into 9. So I think this is also coming out to be 8 upon 9. You can check. Okay, so that can also be done if you remember it, or if you're not comfortable, just remember that minimum occur at minus b upon 2a if it is upward parabola. And this range of sine square is from 0 to 1. That was important part. So if you mark this portion, you will be able to come to know that minimum value will come at here, maximum value will come at here, and maximum at 1, not at 0, because 1 is farther from 1 by 9, 0 is nearer. So this will give you maximum. So answer for this should be b upon a. So it should be 9. B is the answer of this question. Okay. Now coming to the next question. Here we are given cos theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1 and theta between 0 to 90. The value of expression is. Now this question is based on certain identities. Please understand. First of all, we are given cos theta is equal to 1 minus cos square theta, which means it is sine square theta. In fact, someone may find the value of cos theta also, but the powers of sine doesn't allow you to use the values of cos theta or sine theta. Better would be you put cos theta is equal to sine square theta here, or converse, sine square theta is equal to cos theta. So this expression would be sine power 12 will become cos raised to the power 6 theta plus 3 cos raised to the power 5 theta plus 3 cos raised to the power 4 theta plus cos cube theta minus 1. Now you take cos cube common from first 4 terms, and then if you notice, it is actually becoming cos theta plus 1 whole cube identity, x plus y whole cube identity, x cube plus y cube, that is 1, plus 3 times xy into x plus y. You can check, this is becoming cos theta plus 1 whole cube identity and minus 1. If I take cos theta inside, it will be inside the bracket cos square theta plus cos theta whole cube minus 1. Now cos square theta plus cos theta is 1. So this is 1 cube minus 1. So answer should be 0 of this question. Okay. Next question. We are given x is equal to secant phi minus tan phi and y is equal to cosecant phi plus cot phi. Same angle phi is used for both x and y. Then which of the following is true? So basically they are asking you to eliminate x and y. So let's see how we can do it. First of all, if I write x, it will be 1 upon cos minus sine upon cos. So 1 minus sine phi upon cos phi, I can write it. Similarly, y can be written as 1 plus cos phi upon sine phi. Now if I use cos 2 theta formula, as I was telling you, we can write 1 plus cos phi as 2 cos square phi upon 2 sine, not phi, phi by 2, 2 sine phi by 2 into cos of phi by 2. Now 2 will get cancelled and we will be getting this to be equal to cot phi by 2. So this y value is coming out to be cot phi by 2. Now this same thing can be applied here also, but for that I need to convert sine as sine in terms of cos. I will write this as cos phi plus pi by 2, and in the denominator cos I will write it as sine of phi plus pi by 2. Now you can use similar result here. In fact, you can check this x and y, the difference is only that phi is replaced by phi plus pi by 2. So this will become cot of pi by 2 plus pi by 4. Okay, now we can now eliminate pi by 2 or phi to get the desired relation. How this can be done? Now please listen carefully. Cot pi by 2 plus pi by 4, I can write it as, I will write the value of x once again here. This is 1 upon 10 pi by 2 plus pi by 4. If you remember cot a plus b formula, then directly cot a plus b can also be used, but in case those who do not remember, I am doing this way. So it will be 10 of pi by 2 plus 10 pi by 4, that is 1, and in the numerator now it will be 1 minus 10 of pi by 2 into 10 pi by 4, that is 1. Now this x is equal to, I will put 10 pi by 2 as 1 upon y. So 1 minus 1 upon y in the numerator upon 1 upon y plus 1. So this will become y minus 1 upon 1 plus y. Okay, now we have to cross multiply. It will give you x plus xy is equal to y minus 1. So what should be the final answer? X plus xy will be added with xy minus y plus 1. So this seems correct. B seems correct. Xy plus x minus y plus 1 is equal to 0. So this is how we can eliminate phi from it. Otherwise it is a bit difficult. Dear students, these expressions gives you the hint that you convert them in terms of cot, same cot, and then eliminate cot to get a direct relation between x and y. Okay. Answer was, yeah, B only. Now coming to this question, maximum value of the expression. We are given sine square some angle plus sine square some angle minus cos square theta. Now there can be multiple way of doing this question. One of the method could be that we know sine A plus B formula, right? We know sine A plus B formula. So I can use that sine A plus B formula. It will be sine theta cos pi by 4, cos pi by 3 plus cos theta into sine pi by 3 and then whole square. And then for same sine theta minus pi by 4, this whole square minus cos square theta. In these two, the only difference is of this plus 2 minus you will be getting. So if you open it, the 2ab terms will get cancelled and we will be getting just a square plus b square terms. So we will be getting here 2 times sine square theta into cos square pi by 3, which is 1 by 4, plus cos square theta into sine square pi by 3, that is 3 by 4. These two brackets are taken care of because 2ab term here minus 2ab term will get cancelled. Only a square plus b square is written here with 2 outside and minus cos square theta. Okay, now you can see this has become 2 into, I can write this as 1 upon 4 into 1 minus cos square theta plus 3 upon 4 into cos square theta minus cos square theta. Now the interesting thing is here, this 1 by 4 with minus sign plus 3 by 4. So it will be 3 by 2 by 4 into 2. So that is just cos square theta. So this cos square theta is actually getting cancelled and we are getting a constant value, that is 1 upon 2. So if it is a constant function, then maximum or minimum, whatever they are asking, it is just same 1 by 2. So that is one of the method. Okay. You could have done this question by converting sine square in terms of cos 2 theta, or I would like to use one more result, although for this question I think the whatever I have done is a better method. Okay, but just for the sake of giving you multiple methods, I will like to give you maybe 2 more methods. So my next method would be, you can write sine square theta plus pi by 3 minus cos square theta minus sine square theta minus pi by 3. This is cos square A minus sine square B. So let me first write this bracket only. If you remember, I told you it will be cos A plus B. So cos theta plus theta minus pi by 3 into cos of A minus B. So that will be pi by 3. So this thing will be cos 2 theta minus pi by 3 and cos pi by 3. Whereas this sine square theta can be written as 1 upon 2 outside and 1 minus cos of 2 theta plus 2 pi by 3. 1 minus cos 2 theta, basically sine square theta. Okay, now you can check what are the things we are getting. Cos pi by 3 is 1 upon 2. So I can take 1 upon 2 common from the entire thing. 1 upon 2 common from the entire thing. We are getting 1 here minus cos of 2 theta plus 120 degree. I am writing it to explain you better, and minus cos of 2 theta minus 60 degree here. Now these two angles are at a difference of 180 degree. You can see if you write this as plus 180 minus 60. Okay, you can see this will become negative of this, hence these two will get cancelled and we will be getting 1 upon 2. So that can be another method to solve this question. Okay, one more method could be there when sine square, both sine square is converted into cos 2 theta. This is also converted into cos 2 theta, and then you simplify it. I think this is better. That can also be done. Just to explore, you can see whether that is working or not working. Okay, so this was the this was this question. Answer is B. Coming to the next question, fx is equal to secant power 4 plus cosecant power 4, where x is between 0 to 90 degree. Now in this case, I can write fx as, if I write secant as 1 upon cos square, 1 upon cos power 4, sorry, and this as 1 upon sine power 4. Then taking LCM, cos power 4x, sine power 4x. This will be sine power 4x plus cos power 4x here. Okay, now this I can write it as 1 minus 2 sine square x cos square x. How I am able to write this? I can write this as sine square plus cos square minus 2 times sine square into cos square. And we know this sine square plus cos square is 1, actually whole square here, 1. So 1 minus 2 sine square x cos square x, whole divided by cos power x, cos power 4x, sine power 4x. I am writing this way. Now dear student, you know sine 2 theta formula is equal to 2 sine theta, 2 sine x cos x. So I can write cos x sine x as, I can write cos x sine x as sine 2x sine power 4 2x divided by 16 in the denominator, whereas 1 minus 2 upon, I think 4 it would be, and sine square 2x here. Okay, so after simplification it will become 16 will go that side, and sine power 4 in the numerator will become cosecant power 4 2x, cosecant power 4 2x, and 16 going that side, I think it will make minus only, but 8, and here it will be cosecant square 2x. Let me check the calculation. 16 by 2 is 8, 16 by 2 is 8. Yeah, I was getting same thing, 16 cosecant power 4 minus 8 cosecant square. Now I will like to write this as 16t square minus 8t square, where not t square there, only t here, and 16t square here. I have taken t as cosecant square x. Please understand this. Okay, now we are looking for minimum value of this expression, which is a quadratic. Now if it is quadratic, we know its graph will be upward parabola as leading coefficient is 16, and minimum value will occur at 1 by 2 minus b upon 2a. So 8 upon 16, no, minus b upon 2a means it will be 1 upon 4, by mistake, 1 upon 4. The value will be minimum at 1 upon 4. But dear all, you know this cosecant square value, this t has to be lying from 1 to infinity. It should be lying from 1 to infinity. It cannot take value 1 upon 4. So the portion of this graph of this quadratic will be lying totally on the right hand side of this minimum 1 by 4. So this will be going like this, 1 to infinity, 1 to infinity. So at 1 the value will be minimum, and as it goes upward the values will be more and more. So the minimum which we are looking for will be when t is equal to 1. T is equal to 1. So the minimum is equal to when t is equal to 1. So 16 minus 8, and that is 8, when t or cosecant square is equal to 1. Is there any option? Yeah. So C should be the answer of this question. Now this question, sum of the series cos of 2 pi by 7 plus cos of 4 pi by 7 plus cos of 6 pi by 7. Now you can see the angles are in AP 2, 4, 6. Okay, so if are in AP, you can use that result. I told you it will be sine of D by 2. D here is 2 pi by 7. So that will be pi by 7 here, and sine of n into D by 2, that means it will be 3 into pi by 7 here, and D by 2 into, because it's a formula of cos, and I told you it should be mean, arithmetic mean, average value of first angle and last angle. So 2 plus 6, 8, 8 by 2, 4, 4 pi by 7. Now we just have to solve this and we get the answer. Now you can write cos pi by 4 pi by 7 as cos 3 pi by 7 also with minus sign. So this will be sine of 3 pi by 7 into cos of 3 pi by 7 with minus sign here, sine pi by 7. How I am writing it? You know, cos pi minus theta, pi minus 3 pi by 7 will be equal to minus of cos 3 pi by 7. Cos pi minus theta minus cos theta. So this is written as minus cos 3 pi by 7. Now this is cos theta sin theta. So if I multiply by 2 here, multiply by 2 here, it will give you minus sine of 6 pi by 7, sine 2 theta formula. 2 sine A cos B upon 2 sine pi by 7. Now sine pi by 7 and sine 6 pi by 7, they will be same because these angles sum is pi. You know, sine of pi minus theta is equal to sine theta. So 6 pi by 7, sine 6 pi by 7 will be sine pi by 7, so they gets cancelled. So the final result comes out to be minus half. So the answer of this should be B. Okay, let me see. Now one more question. The angle of elevation of top of a tower from a point A on the ground is 30 degree. On moving a distance of 20 meters towards the foot of tower to a point B, the angle of elevation increases to 60 degree. We have to find the height of the tower. Okay. Now in this question, in such question, we should make a diagram. So it says 30 degree, and when you travel 20 meter towards the foot, the angle of elevation now is 60 degree. So height, let's say h, this distance, let's say x. Let's read the question once again. The angle of elevation of the top of the tower from a point A is 30 degree. On moving a distance of 20 meter towards the foot of tower to a point B, this point is B, the angle of elevation increases to 60 degree. We have to find h. A very simple question, bacho. In this you write tan 30 and tan 60. Only two things are needed. Tan 30 and tan 60 is 1 upon root 3, which will be applied in this triangle. So it will be h upon x plus 20, whereas for tan 60 it will be root 3, and that is equal to h upon x. Now if I divide this upon this, that means tan 60 upon tan 30, that means root 3 upon 1 upon root 3. This will be this upon this, means it will become x here and x plus 20 here, and this is actually equal to 3. So cross multiplication and solving, x gives you 10. X gives you 10, and if x is 10, okay, h will be from here we can find h is equal to 10 root 3. So answer for this will be A, 10 root 3. So that's it for this session. Thank you so much. I'll come again with some more sessions. Till then, bye, bacho, take care.